Oh, so very cool. This is the coolest thing. It took me 8 miles to get up here because I was walking back and forth with the camera and taking shots. Normally it takes about 5. So I started at 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. 4.5 hours to get up here. Not bad. Not bad at all.
All right, welcome back. John Elder here. And you just saw my hike up to North Peak at Red Rock Canyon just outside of Las Vegas. One of my favorite hikes out at Red Rock. It is one of the both easiest and hardest hikes out at Red Rock, in my opinion. There's nothing at all difficult about it. It's just very long. So you start out at the Willow Springs parking lot at Red Rock. So you go into Red Rock, go around the loop, hit the Willow Springs parking lot and park, and then you start to walk up the Windy Gap Road. And it looks like a road. It is a road, but it's deceptive because there's 4 or 5 spots where if you don't have a 4x4 truck that's also lifted off the ground, you're not gonna make it through. You're just not. So if you've got a car, do not drive. If you've got a regular truck, do not drive. If you've got a 4x4 that's lifted and you're not very experienced, I would stay away even then. So you gotta have a truck that's lifted and know what you're doing, because there's spots in that road where I'm standing on these huge craters and I'm looking and they're like 10 feet down. And I'm thinking, how do these trucks get through there? But they do. 4 or 5 trucks went by as I was walking, and they all sort of congregate right at the trailhead towards the end there. There's a little spot to park if you can drive back there. If you have a dirt bike, that would be perfect for the Windy Gap Road. You'd have no trouble whatsoever. You saw in the video, there were some dune buggies that went by. Those look like fun. If you got one of those, have at it. But just sort of know it's a very narrow road in most of the places, right? You're right off the edge of a cliff. And there's nowhere to turn around, there's nowhere to get off to the side if another truck is coming back, or if those dune buggies are coming back, right? I don't know what you would do. if you met somebody. You'd have to reverse it for a couple of miles to find a spot, and you do not want to go down that road in reverse in a 4x4 truck. So just sort of keep that in mind. The upside of that is hardly anybody goes back there. I think the whole day I was there, I saw maybe 4 people. So really, really nice. And it's almost meditative. You've got 5 miles to walk, and you're just by yourself out in some of the most beautiful scenery you can ever imagine. And it's just a really nice time, even though it takes several hours to get there. Now, it took me longer because I was taking little detours and shooting things and walking back and forth to the camera, but normally it would probably take 2.5, 3 hours to get to the trailhead. And then it's a mile up from then. Really not that difficult. I think the Red Rock map lists it as a moderate to hard hike, but it's not at all. That last mile is very gradual almost the whole way till you get to the very end, that little rocky knoll thing that I was standing on at the end. You've got to kind of climb up that, but I'm scared of heights and I didn't even think twice. Like, it's very easy. So you shouldn't have any problems whatsoever. I mean, I'm like paralyzed by heights, like cannot do it. So the fact that I could get up there, it's really, really simple. And it's just a mile back down to that and then 5 miles back. But the Windy Gap Road is so gradual, both uphill and downhill, that you hardly notice that you're going uphill or downhill, except on the way home. It's gradual enough to where gravity kind of pushes you along a little bit, so you have a spring to your step, so it makes it easier to get back home for those last 5 miles, which is nice. So when you get up to the top of North Peak, it is one of the most amazing views I've ever seen. I've been on top of all kinds of mountains, and this is definitely top 10, top 5 maybe even my favorite, I'm not sure. You can see the entire Vegas Valley below. You can see the strip from there, all of the buildings. It's amazing. You can't really tell so much in the video, but you could sort of make out the strip in the video in the background. Right in front of you is Bridge Mountain, that sort of rounded topped mountain that you can see right in front of me at the top there, which is much harder to get to the top of. I've not even tried that one yet, maybe someday. But for somebody like me who's terrified of heights, that's gonna be quite a challenge. So we'll leave that one till later. But I would definitely do this one again. I probably will do this one again. I've done most of the trails out at Red Rock. Well, I've done all the trails at Red Rock except for Bridge Mountain at least once, 3, 4, 5 times, some of them. It just never gets old. So if you like this video, stick around. This is my very first video on this channel. The goal is to release at least 1 video a month, hopefully even more than that, a couple a month. And I'll be doing hikes all around the Las Vegas area. We've got Mount Charleston in the summer, we've got Red Rock in the winter, and there's just so much natural beauty in the area. The Colorado River we'll probably check out sometime. So give me a thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon so you're notified the next time I have a video, and thanks for watching.